Yay! Welcome. Week 3. Bimbo Brigade.
Week 3.
3 weeks in a row.
I hope you think we're funny. Do you think people think we're funny?
I don't know. It's a hit or miss usually with podcasts. I feel like you don't usually like people after you hear their voice one time. You're like, no.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if people are going to hate my voice. They're going to be like, I can't listen because of that Allie girl.
Well, your voice is like going through something right now.
It still is.
I know.
It didn't recover yet.
It's because you were a party girl. You're out of control.
Yep.
Now you got to pay for the consequences.
Yep. How was your week?
My week?
How was your day?
My day?
Uh-huh.
It's great now that you're here.
Good.
Really? I've been going through it. I don't want to complain this whole podcast. I'm trying to be positive, but sometimes
you can complain.
Dude, I've been thinking about you a lot, actually.
Why?
Because the baby got sick this week, like a cold. And I was just like, and then my husband got sick, and then I got sick, and it just like ran through our house. And I was just thinking about like how hard being a single mom must be when something like this happens.
Wow. I will say the only saving grace to me and Ezra never get sick.
That is true.
Ever.
But just in general, like having to do everything by yourself on one hand has got to be great. Like today I was thinking about how I couldn't find a pacifier, and I know I wasn't the one who lost it. And I was like, well, Allie never had to worry about someone else putting shit where it doesn't belong because it was just her, which is one tiny glimmer that's better. But I was just like, oh my God, dude, like, I don't know how I would do this by myself. Like, shit's so hard. Like, and like my parents are so helpful. I don't know what we would do without my parents because they're like here to help us so much. And I was just like, damn, like Allie doesn't really have like, and so many single parents like just don't have that.
Yeah, but I never had it, so I really never felt like, I don't know. I didn't have it, so I didn't ever feel like I lost it. So I didn't know what it was like. And you know my dating record. I've never dated, the best people in the world. So it's not like I finally found a boyfriend. They would like be real good at like being like a stepdad for like 5 seconds.
Yeah. And
they'd be like, I love them. And then they would quit again. So like it's really kind of just been me forever. But it is infuriating when the house is messy, but it's not your mess. But when my house is messy, I like don't get mad about it. I'm like, I have something to do. I can clean. Because it's all my mess.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess if you never know anything different. But I just have a lot of like, I don't know the difference between sympathy and empathy. I always say the wrong one.
Sympathy. Okay, wait. I have empathy for you. I think that means you haven't gone through it. No, because that's sympathizing. I don't know.
I don't either. I have a lot of feels. I feel
for you.
I feel very much for single parents. And on top of it is like having to do all of the financial lifting for your family too, because like my husband travels for work a lot. Like Jackson's gone working a lot, so I'll be like, I'm single parenting, but I am not, because he's like bringing home money. You know what I mean? Like it's I call it solo parenting, but every time I put that online, someone's like, you're getting divorced. I'm like, no, my husband's just not here. But like just thinking about having to do it all and being the financial backing, and like when the baby got sick, like I was just like, I think I would die. Like
wouldn't.
I know you just like buckle up and like get through it. Cause
I feel like that is one thing that women can do. They're like, all right.
Yeah, I mean, single dads too. Like single parents are just like, what else are you supposed to fucking do?
Yeah. And I definitely have always kind of had that attitude where I'm like, all right, let's figure this out. Especially because no one else got me pregnant other than my whore self. So.
But yeah, so.
And Jesus.
Your name is Mary.
My name is Mary. My son did think he was the second coming. For a very long time, until very recently. Whoopsie.
Yeah. Well, I don't really blame him.
I made the comment too many times that thanks, I made him myself. That he truly thought that I made him myself.
Yeah.
Just like Jesus.
And then he started telling people, and we had we had to sit him down and have a talk. No, Allie had to nip it in the bud before he went to middle school.
Yeah.
And started telling people he was...
I found out from one of his friends' moms. She was like, just so you know, Ezra told my son that he doesn't have a dad because he's like Jesus. And I was like, oh no, I knew he thought that. I didn't realize he was telling his friends. And she said, I want you to know that he truly, he thought it was crazy. He's like, guess what Ezra told me? He didn't doubt it for a second. So then I was like, okay, I gotta say something. Whoopsie.
Well,
but I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that he thought that at the same time. You've always said too, the reason he doesn't wonder where his dad is because you're such a good mom. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Really, he just thought he was Jesus.
Really, he just thought he was...
the second coming.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So funny. But anyways, we nipped that on the bud. He knows that I had sex.
You had to confess your sin.
I did, to my 11-year-old. I said, I just want you to know I did have sex. And he said, okay. I said, I'm just telling you because I think you thought that I never did. And I did.
And that's why you're here.
And that's how you got here.
But yeah, shout out to the single parents because shit's hard out here. And I have like a good village. I always feel like such an ungrateful bitch when I'm like, shit's so hard. I'm like, I'm so ungrateful.
It is hard. It doesn't really matter how many people you have helping you or not.
Yeah. It's been a hard week.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this a lot. I feel like I was so spoiled for the first 9 months of his life. He was so chill, so easy.
Oh, I've never seen an easier baby.
He's still easy.
He's still easy.
But I remember just being like, wow, it's like so many of my friends had babies at the same time as me, or like people online, and it seemed like people were like in the trenches, and I never felt like that. I was just like, what? I was ready to have Irish twins, remember?
Oh yeah.
I was like, I'll get pregnant again. I'll do this again. This is so easy. And now I feel like it's not as easy.
God, I cannot wait to see what your next baby's like.
I wonder if it's going to be so chill and so easy.
Yeah.
I'm manifesting it.
I mean, apparently I was, and my brother was, and then my sister came, and she was the bad baby that just cried all the time.
Yeah.
So you're stopping it too, probably.
Yeah.
So hopefully you'll just get 2 of those real easy babies.
Yeah.
The other day I was at pickup with my sister-in-law, and all 3 of her kids were absolutely batshit insane. I think it was Waylon, who's the youngest. He's screaming and he's just making obscene noises, doesn't want anyone to hold him except her. And then Hyde took off running in the parking lot, ran by this cone that he does every single day. He runs by this cone and knocks it over and keeps running. And this time there was a car coming out. This stranger ran after Hyde and grabbed him. And then Levi was just being kind of a jerk, 'cause for whatever reason at the end of the day, he's always a jerk.
Yeah.
Won't listen to Sarah. I've screamed at him a couple times and he listens. But anyways, it's like this every day. It's not that big of a deal. And that's just how they are. And I left, and Sarah texted me within 30 minutes and was like, I'm so sorry. It's always so chaotic at the end of the school day with my 3 kids. And I was like, I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all. And I said, remember, I raised Satan himself. They're nothing.
No, he's Jesus.
Oh yeah, he's Jesus. He's Jesus. He was, maybe he was Satan cosplaying as Jesus, or the other way around. Ezra was a really hard baby.
He was hard.
Not even a bad baby. He was a hard baby. He was a hard toddler. He's finally easy. He's so easy now.
I know, he's so chill. You really put in the work, though.
Oh,
you really put in the work. You were, so therapy, happy. You did a lot of stuff.
I put him in therapy at 3 years old, and I remember people being like, is everything okay? I'm like, no, but It's okay.
I'm trying to get there.
Yeah.
These are tools available to me.
I was on my way to give him to my mom for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it anymore. And so we started therapy. I needed help.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I paid $230 for him to play Legos with a stranger, but every now and then it was awful. I remember some days he'd be like, he didn't talk too much today. We just built a couple of Lego characters. I'm like,
that's building trust, though.
Great. Oh, okay.
I know, when you're like a working single parent, it's like, what am I paying for? But there is a lot that goes into it.
Poor savings. But it did work. There's still things Ezra talks about from those times.
Yeah.
That he remembers.
And he's such a great kid now. And it's like, if you hadn't have done that, like, who knows? Like, maybe he'd still be like breaking windows and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I think about that all the time.
I think about it too.
It was crazy.
So
he was 3.
He just put a chair leg through a window.
No, the first time he threw a toy, I had those like little square windows that were individual windows that made up a big window. And he threw a toy one time and it went through the window. And that was a total accident.
Which is probably so fun for a 3-year-old.
But he saw how mad it made me. I was so mad. That was like around the time that I was like, I don't think I can be a mom. Yeah. This is crazy. And I got so mad. And I remember his face being like, that made you mad? And he broke a total of, I want to say 3 windows after that on purpose.
Yeah.
And he would do it and then look at me and just be like, what are you going to do about it? He ran my life for a little bit when he was 3. And then I just remember one day he got sent to his room, he did something, and I heard a crash. And I was like, if he just broke another window, I'm going to lose it. And I go up there and he's covered in blood. He had punched the window and pulled his arm back through, and it sliced up his arm pretty good. And he was crying, but then the second I came in, he went and like stopped crying. And I was like, what did you do? And he was like, I wanted you to know how mad I was at you. And I was like, oh my gosh. That was around the time that I was like, I'm done. I can't do this. This is crazy. Well, I'm going to give him to my mom. She can handle it. It's
hard, like doing that by yourself. And like, how do you reason with a toddler, you know? Like,
oh my gosh. I also thought he was a psychopath too, for like how he could act. And be so manipulative at such a young age. I was like, I remember calling my mom being like, am I raising a psychopath?
I think
she's like, no.
I think every parent thinks
he's a hard 3-year-old.
Right?
Yeah, I hope so.
I think so. I've heard a lot of people with 3-year-olds say that.
Yeah, I remember terrible 2s. I was like, the 2-year-old is not that big of a deal. And then he hit 3s and I was like, oh, this is actually terrible.
Yeah.
But now he's so cute and fun and
he is. Easy. He's so great. He's such a sweet pea.
Yeah.
You did good.
Thanks. Jury's out. I'm just kidding.
But yeah, that's my week. I've been really feeling for single parents and myself.
I've been feeling bad for me.
I have. Both things can be true, okay? I think I'm just pregnant.
Yeah. I mean, you are.
Yeah.
I remember I would cry about, what if I was pregnant right now? I remember my mom being like, you're not. And I'm like, oh, what if I was? And she's like, you're not. And I remember bawling one time because I was like, what if he was a twin? My mom's like, why are you? He's not a twin. And I'm like, I could never do this. If I had 2 babies at the same age like him, I would like actually cry about it.
Well,
you're actually doing it.
Yeah. That's motherhood. So it's just been a week in the petty house.
But we did go to the Ren Fair, which was so fun. You almost didn't go. I had a feeling your crippling FOMO was good. I knew. No, I didn't know you were going to come, but I knew something was going to happen.
Well, here's what happened. Let's run it back.
We've had the Ren Fair planned since tickets were released.
Months.
Yeah, months and months and months.
Like probably 4.
It's the highlight of our year.
We get a big group together. There's probably like 20 of us that go.
Yeah,
roughly,
it's bigger
probably
every year.
More. And bought the tickets months ago. And so anyway, the baby got sick and then Jackson got sick. And I literally was I was sleeping on the couch. I was like quarantining away from them both. Because Jackson didn't want me to get sick because I was pregnant also. He was like,
yeah.
And Bo had a fever. And, you know, if you get a fever while you're pregnant, it's a whole thing. So anyway, I was like quarantining away from them. Like not even fucking with them. So I'm like quarantined, not even looking at them. And then I got sick too. Okay, I woke up, day of Ren Fair, at like 3 a.m., sore throat. Out for the count. So I woke up and I was like, well, I can't go.
I know, and I get a text. It's like, what was the first thing you just said? I'm sick.
I was.
And sometimes you just say things like that and like, I'm sick. Guess what happened? This person, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, I didn't even think that you were like actually sick.
I am ill.
Ill.
Yeah. So everyone, of course, is like, feel better, and I'm like, I won't.
It's the worst
I'll never feel better again. So dramatic. And then everyone starts sending pictures at the Renaissance Festival. I'm just laying in bed feeling sorry for myself. But then I drank some caffeine, took some Tylenol,
took a bath,
played mermaids. My sore throat went away. And I said, how would everyone feel if I wore a mask and came? And I did.
Yeah, she also sent like a picture of herself in the bathtub with her hair slicked down and was like, I'm coming as a mermaid. That was like the only text. My phone was like not working well and I could hardly see anything people were saying. And I was getting random texts out of order, but that one I got. And I was like, is Kenzie coming? And everyone was like, yeah, she said she's coming. I was like, I knew she was going to come. Kenzie has the worst case of FOMO that I have ever seen in my life.
I do.
You will go to a party that you do not want to go to at all because like I'm there and told you I laughed at a joke. And you're like, wait, you're having fun?
Yeah.
I know that you've come places before and literally come for like 15 minutes and been like, okay, bye. Like, why did you come? You didn't like... You were having fun. I wanted to see what you were doing.
I'm a nosy broad.
You've always been like that.
Honestly, it's just like, I really do love gatherings of people. It's like my favorite thing. Like I love parties.
Yeah.
I'm just in a like phase of life that doesn't constitute being at the parties. And that was one I could go to. Right. And so I was so bummed.
I mean, I was so bummed too. And on the way there, Ezra told me a couple times, I'm so sorry, Kenzie's not coming.
He's so sweet.
I was like, I know, I'm so sad.
But, you know, I got there and I didn't have my mask on because I wore a mask because I didn't want to get everybody sick. But I was like eating something, so I had my mask off and someone recognized me, which is fine. But then...
You're like, no.
I wore my sunglasses and mask the rest of the day and I was like, this is the best costume I've ever worn to the Renaissance Festival. Just my medical grade mask.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
It was funny. Who you were. Yeah, my FOMO's bad. Do you experience that?
No. I've never really had FOMO that bad. I mean, there's been times of like, man, I wish I went. But it does not drive me to stop doing, especially like if I'm sick. No. I'll be like, oh, they're probably having fun. I'll hear about it.
Wow. I feel like my FOMO has gotten better over the years.
Yeah.
But it's not good.
No.
It's still bad. Like, yeah, I'm working on it. It has gotten better, especially since having like Bo. I think that was just a day that was supposed to be like for me. Because I've been really struggling to like find time for me lately. And I was like, that's
you weren't
my
gonna have
day.
The baby.
I wasn't going to have the baby. I always have the baby, which I love. But I was really looking forward to not having him.
Yeah.
So I think that's mostly why I went. I was like, this is my one chance to be free. I will say I probably should have stayed home.
Really?
Yes. I still haven't felt 100%.
You looked fine.
Thank you.
I felt like, I was like, oh, she doesn't really look too sick.
Thank you. Yeah, Delaney said I looked beautiful. And I said, you're full of shit. You're lying to me. My hair's really straight and I didn't blow dry my bangs. So my bangs were like this. They were like straight out like coconut head. I was like, I don't, but I am happy to be here. I had fun. I ate 2 bread bowls.
Nice.
I got a pickle.
Yep. I got a pickle first thing.
What was your favorite part of the Renaissance Festival?
Probably was that new guy in the Joust. That really hot guy. Yeah, you know the guy that I was like zooming in on?
The Squire?
In the videos? Whoever it was. I had never seen him before. He was hot. Even Liz's daughter was like, he's hot. And she kept getting me to zoom in on his face too. With my new iPhone, I can zoom into someone's freckle on their face. Like,
oh, that scares me.
Yeah, so that was funny. But yeah, I have lots of videos of him. That's not my favorite part. My favorite part is probably I just like walking around.
Yeah.
And seeing all the costumes.
Me too. And that part's free.
Getting compliments.
Yeah, you did look really good.
I had a bunch of strangers want to take pictures with me, and that's cool.
Yeah.
They were like all gay men. They're all like, hey girl, can I get a picture with you? I'm like, yeah!
Yay! I have to tell you something.
Oh dear. Okay.
I think I want pink hair.
Oh, okay.
Really?
All over?
I think so.
Okay.
I did not think that was going to be your reaction.
What did you think it was going to be?
No.
You're not allowed.
I thought you were just going to be like, Kenzie, no, you're not going to like it. I could hear you saying it in my head.
I don't think you're going to like it.
Okay.
But we can still do it.
Really?
Yeah. You haven't had vivid hair
in years.
Years.
Like 10.
What makes you want pink hair? I was going to do pink hair next. I'm over this orange. Yeah.
I don't know.
I want to do like mauve pink. What do you want to do?
Cute.
Like hot?
I'm thinking kind of hot. Yeah. Because like obviously I have red hair right now, and I've had it red forever, and it's dyed red, and my natural hair is really dark, so there's no way I'm going to be able to get it to like pastel.
Yeah, no. Oh, that was the first hair color I did on you, was pastel pink.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I just am going through something. I just need to do something.
Yeah.
But I think I want pink hair, and also because this is so like, I'm not a gender role girly, but since I am having 2 boys, I'm like, well, I'm leaning into blue so much. I'm like, I feel like pink hair with blue like purses and stuff would be so cute. And I want a blue diaper bag, so I'm like planning ahead.
Oh, okay. That's pretty Barbie.
Yeah.
Pink and blue.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. How are you feeling about your bangs?
I love them still.
I do too. I really like these ones.
Yeah, you did such a good job. I love them. They're exactly what I wanted. I'm actually need them trimmed already, I feel like. Yeah. Yay. It was a success.
After 2 weeks, you still like them.
Okay, well, I thought that this conversation was going to go a completely different way.
No, but you know what that reminds me of?
What?
When you also thought I was going to make fun of you for the toe ring.
Well, you would have.
We have to tell that story. It's so funny.
You would have made fun of me.
Okay, so I'm going to start it. So we're at Hilton Head. My parents used to have a house in Hilton Head, and we would go as a salon friend group every year.
Jackson and I had gotten separated from the rest of the group for some reason. Jackson and I had just started dating. We were in our lovey-dovey first beach trip with our friends' skis. So Jackson and I were shopping, and then everyone else was shopping over here. We were shopping at a different place. And then
Kenzie got a toe ring.
I got a toe, and while Jackson and I were in the store, I said, when we get back to the house, Allie is gonna make fun of me for getting this toe ring. And he was like, no, she's not. She's so nice. And I was like,
yes, she will.
You're new here. She's gonna make fun of me for this just because it's me wearing it. Like I don't think, like I don't think you have an opinion on toe rings either way. But I was like, because I'm wearing it, she will make fun of me. And so while they had been shopping, I don't know what y'all were doing.
Well, we went back to the house, and I think that was a day everyone was kind of just doing their own thing. We were gonna like eat dinner together, and so I remember I'm sitting by the pool, and Haley, who's like one of our best friends, comes up, and she's like, "Look what I got!" She's like, "I want to show you all the stuff that I got." And I'm like, "Okay." And she's like, got this. And I got a toe ring. And I said, "Oh my God, you're so cute."
Yeah.
And that was it. And so then we're sitting around the pool. Everyone's kind of like coming back after their days. And Kenzie comes up to me and she's like, "I got this and I got this and I got this. And I got a toe ring." And I said, "Oh my gosh, cute." Haley's still sitting there next to me. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, how cute." Haley did too. And Kenzie's like, You're not going to make fun of me? I said, no. And you're like, really? Do you like it? And I'm like, yeah, I like it. And you were like, and then Haley was like, I got one too. And you said, that's why you're not making fun of me. I was like, what? You're not making fun of me because Haley has one and you don't want to make fun of Haley, but you don't like it. And so I did not know this at the time, but Jackson and Kinsey had made a bet. Kinsey's like, I bet you money Allie's going to make fun of me. And he's like, no, she's not. And she's like, okay, what do you want to bet? An airbrush tattoo. So one of you guys was like, if Allie doesn't make fun of my toe ring, I'll get an airbrush tattoo on my chest of an alien holding the world.
The other person got to pick it. Okay. Like it was like if you had made fun of me, I would have picked Jackson's from what the designs that were ridiculous.
Yeah.
And vice versa. So that's how it happened. But I was like, this is not fair because on a regular day, Jackson, I'm telling you, she would have made fun of me. Would you have if Haley had not gotten a toe ring? Yeah.
But I don't want to make fun of Haley.
I know.
I still feel that way. I don't know why.
I don't either. But Jackson was like, she's so nice. She's your best friend. She wouldn't do that. And I was
like, because she's my best friend, that's why she's going to do that.
I was like, I think I know her a little better than you. Yeah, she would have. So anyway, I had to get this alien holding the world in Rastafarian colors as a chest piece. And as she's painting it on my chest, the teenager who's working this hut as her summer job, and of course we're like cutting up. It's like fun. She's like, so anyway, this is gonna last for 2 weeks. And I was like, what?
Oh,
okay. I
my God.
Probably ripped off the first layer of my skin showering it off, but
oh yeah, because it didn't last very long. You got it off.
I got it off.
I have a film picture of it somewhere.
It was pretty funny.
I found it one day.
But
it is hilarious.
I just want the records to be shown that had Haley not gotten back first, Jackson would have gotten like Drake's portrait on his cheek or something.
Oh gosh, I don't know why I am that way. I want to make fun of you all day, but I could never make fun of Haley.
That's okay.
And if I do ever make fun of Haley, I'm like, I'm joking. You know I'm joking, right? I'm kidding. She's like, I know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did that to Delaney too.
That's just our bond, I guess.
I guess so.
I don't know.
But maybe sometimes I push it too far. Do I push it too far? Yes.
No, honestly, you never do, but except for last week, but I think I was feeling sensitive.
I don't know. I don't remember what we talked about, but I felt it.
Everyone kept telling me I was mean when I'm pregnant. And I was just like...
Oh, that's what it was about?
Yeah, it was like I walked into the salon and you were like telling your clients or whatever. And it was like funny in jest. I know you didn't mean anything by it. It was like totally me being sensitive. But
because you were probably not in a good mood that day.
Probably. But you were just like, yeah, when Kenzie's pregnant, we have to be like, yeah, I remember that we're pregnant. And I was just like, y'all don't even know how hard I work in this tiny little lizard brain to be as positive as I am. I was like, I should really let the beast out. I was like, going crazy in the back in my head.
I did not think that was the moment. It
really?
Was when, no.
Oh.
It was not then at
all.
all.
The only time I can.
There was it was when we were both shampooing, and you were like, oh, it's Halloween, and your client's like, oh, what are you doing for Halloween? And you're like, oh, I'm having some friends over, and I'm like,
oh no, I genuinely felt bad
fucking
about
friends?
That. Yeah. So in our salon, there's only 2 shampoo bowls, and they're right next to each other. So like, usually if there's 2 people in there, like whoever's shampooing and their clients, like all 4 of us end up talking usually because it's like in its own room. It's pretty intimate. And Halloween got brought up, and Allie has done Halloween with her mom every year since I've known her. Like I've gone multiple times, so I didn't even think to really invite her to my Halloween. And so she heard I was having friends over, and she was like, "You weren't even going to invite me?" And I was like, "No."
Well, said, what are you doing for Halloween? She said, "Oh, I'm having some friends over to do trick or treating." And I was like, "What friends?" And you were like, "Liz and who?
Fritz."
Oh yeah, and Fritz and Reagan. And I was like, "Oh, okay. You didn't even ask me." And you were like, you do Halloween with your mom every year. I was like, yeah, but you didn't even ask
me. No, I genuinely felt bad. I was like, well, I didn't mean to leave you out.
That's my thing with you, is you always have too many freaking friends. And I'm like, what do you mean?
I invite you to almost everything except for that one Halloween.
I don't know. I feel like there's been times that I'm like, she didn't even tell me about this.
Well, I just have like random pockets of friends.
I know, you have so many friends. I mean, I do too. But the friends that I like hang out with are like you.
Well, you're busy.
I am busy. And I also, when I'm not busy, I love being at home and doing absolutely nothing.
We've always differed in that way.
I know. And to be fair, you do ask me to do things a lot, and I do say no a lot.
Yeah.
But I think I just want to be asked.
I get that.
For the option.
I get that, especially now that I am a mom.
I knew you were going to feel that way eventually, because I remember this was years ago. I mean, years and years. And I remember you kept going out and doing things with like so many of our friends and would never ask me.
Yeah.
And then I remember one day being like, you never ask if I want to go. And you're like, you're going to say no. You have a baby. And I was like, yeah, but I want to be asked. And I remember being like, Kenzie ever has a kid, she'll understand what this feels like. Yeah. It sucks. Because
for sure.
Most of my friends would never ask me to do anything because they were like, oh, I just thought you would say no. I'm like, I probably would have.
Well,
but I just want to know that you like want me there.
Well, I'm really sorry.
Oh, it's okay now.
That is not a good feeling, but you have no idea until you go through it. No. And I feel like we were so young that it wasn't even
we were at such different stages of our lives too. Like even though our age difference isn't that drastic, I had a newborn and you were 20.
Right.
So like I was only 23.
Yeah.
But like you were, at your wild time.
I was wild.
And I was at I ruined my life time.
Well, yeah, it's just like, I think our friends who don't have kids are pretty good about it now, but it's because we're older.
Yeah.
And people like understand that that's like a nice thing to do. I was just like, pointless.
Why would I ask her? I know she's going to say no.
Waste of breath.
Yeah.
Which obviously I was so ignorant and stupid. So.
And at the young age we were like, yeah.
Well, I was like, you're not going to want to go out
Why would I even
with me
ask?
Until work tomorrow.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Or you like knew I couldn't anyway. So you're like, why waste the breath?
Well, also I used to do that with like not even just you, like other friends. I would be like, well, I don't want to make people feel bad when I know that they're not going to want to do this. Like I had friends who like boyfriends where I knew their boyfriends wouldn't let them do stuff, or like husbands. And I would be like, I feel like it's like rubbing the salt in the wound that I'm like doing all this fun stuff and like you're stuck at home chained to your baby. Which is also
and nobody else had babies at the time when I had Ezra. So I was like, everyone gets to do everything they want to do. And I'm over here by myself.
Yeah.
With this horrible child.
To circle it back to the beginning, I feel for you, dude, because
that's okay.
It is isolating.
I forgive you.
I am sorry, genuinely, because now I understand.
Now I'm gonna do it to you. I'm kidding.
Please don't.
I have my independence back. I can just leave the house if I feel like it.
I was thinking about that the other day. I said, Allie gets to do whatever she wants now. How the turns have tabled.
How the tables have turned. You pregnancy pea brain. Was that on purpose?
Yeah.
Dang it. I thought it was one of those for real mix-ups.
I was going to let you have it. I was going to be like, I'll let her think I'm stupid.
No, I don't think you're stupid, but I love when mix-ups like that happen.
I do say words wrong all the time.
Oh, it's so funny. I love when it happens. The other day when I was getting my nails done with Delaney, we were talking about like mine and yours friendship and like how like me and Delaney are friends or whatever. And I was like, sometimes I think about that I'm like so surprised that me and Kenzie are still friends. Like I'm happy about it, but like where we started and how you were at the time was very unattractive to me if it was literally anyone else except you. Like it was like, and I was telling Delaney that, and I was like, I think maybe deep down I knew Kenzie was a good person. She was just wild. But like she was a good person at the end of the day, because I don't like loud people. I don't like people that like are like partying all night long and they're just like crazy and wild and like kind of uncontrollable for whatever reason, that's like too much for me to like be around. And you were kind of like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, we've been friends now for 11 years. We have gone through so much crazy stuff and I can't believe we're still friends. I'm happy about it.
Yeah.
I'm happy I stuck it out.
Me too. Thank you for sticking around. I never
had any negative feelings.
Even when I was being crazy though, I really did make a genuine effort to like meet you where you were at.
Oh yeah. And I had just come from like I had no friends like at all, because once I got pregnant at 22, all my friends were like still in college and still partying and everything. And the second I got pregnant, everyone was like, whoop, and like dropped me. And I mean, I like literally didn't have a single friend until I went to Hair Clout.
Yeah.
So I was fresh on the market.
I would still come over and like drink wine at your house with you and the baby.
Yep. Oh yeah. One of my favorite pictures is us doing each other's hair
in the kitchen,
and you're like drinking a beer holding Ezra and your hair is like got color in it.
Yeah. Like I don't know. I was insane, but
I just went through that like before I got pregnant. But before I knew you, I wish you knew me then. I was
maybe we wouldn't have survived.
We probably wouldn't have. That's probably it.
We met when we were supposed to, because look at us now.
Look at us now.
Do you want to do our bops and flops?
Yep.
Do you want to go first?
Sure. My bop was the Renaissance Festival. That was definitely the highlight of my week.
Yeah. It was a good one. You looked great.
Yeah.
My boobs were out. She had her boobies out.
Who came up to me? Awooga. Oh, it was like towards the end, and Joe came over to me and he said, "Your whole fucking tit is out." I said, "You just noticed?" He's like, "Yeah, dude. Oh my God."
I was telling Jackson about it. I said, Allie had her whole titties out, and he said, "Well, did you take any pictures with her?"
Yeah, but you can't really see them. Yeah. I didn't want my boobs to be like that, like, oh my gosh, she doesn't have a shirt on. But it was going to be visible if I didn't wear pasties.
She had pasties, a mesh shirt, and like a collar. But if you looked, you could tell. Yeah,
and I had a corset that my boobs hung over. So it was like, they were definitely there, but they weren't in your face. And that's how I wanted it. Yeah. I was afraid I was going to get kicked out if it was too obscene too, so.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that was my bop. What's your bop?
My bop, finding the corn flavored candle at Trader Joe's.
Kinsey loves corn.
I love corn.
Loves corn. She puts corn in her lasagna.
It's food sprinkles.
It doesn't add really any flavor. It just adds some crunch and some color.
Yeah.
I remember at your birthday party in the Circle House, everyone was like, "Who fucking puts corn in lasagna?"
And everyone ate
it. And no one had heard of it. And you were like, "What? We've always done this." I do love corn. It was good though.
Yeah, so Trader Joe's has their like fall, wintry stuff out, and they have a candle that looks like their can of corn, but it's a candle. And
it's very cute.
It made my day. Oh, and I bought it.
Along with 12 other candles.
Yeah, I was dopamine shopping. I was sad.
That's fine. Why were you sad? Oh, because Bo was screaming.
Yeah, because my sweet baby angel is now a toddler. What was your flop?
My flop is depressing.
Oh, no. Oh, yeah. I remembered what it is. In the arms of...
My kitty passed away. Anyways. I don't want to cry. He had cancer and he passed away and now he's not in pain anymore.
That's good.
Yep. I still have one cat left. I had to put 2 cats to death.
Do you want to do this?
Nope.
I'm like,
I had 3 cats in May. Now I have 1.
You're digging yourself into this hole. I'm just watching it happen.
What's your flop?
My flop. The baby just started screaming when I said that. It's all of us getting sick.
Oh, yeah.
So bad. Mm-hmm. We love you. I love you.
Love you.
We'll see everyone next week for another round of...
Awooga.
Oh, I feel like I've summed up the pod when people ask me what it's about.
Okay.
It's like what it's like in the salon.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. I was like, this is kind of just like us talking.
Like if you're ever sitting like waiting for your color to process, like this is what it's like.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a good...
And a lot of people have always wanted us to do that anyways.
Right.
They're like, there could be a podcast in here with all of you guys.
Yeah.
And eventually we'll sprinkle in all the rest of the people from the salon.
And then you'll know.
show you what it's really like.
Yep, I'm going to make Haley wear her toe ring when she comes on.
Yep, no shoes, only toe rings.
Okay, love you.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.